Hello everyone. I hope everyone is doing okay, especially everyone currently living in Ukraine. The war's, pretty bad at the moment, so I hope you're all keeping safe. Anyway, here's another short video. This time I'm going to talk about the ghost of Kyiv. Rumours about a pilot who flies a MiG-29 and shot down 6 Russian aircraft in one day started circulating pretty early on in the Ukraine war. The reports say that the unnamed pilot shot down one Su-27, two Su-25s, two Su-35s and a MiG-29. Of them, the MiG-29, Su-27 and Su-35 are fighters, and the Su-25 an attack aircraft, pretty similar to the A-10. And it's a really cool aircraft. It's one of my favourites as well. So the Ghost of Kyiv is said to fly a MiG-29. Ukraine had a fleet. Ukraine had a fleet of around 37 of these, 8 of which were used for training, but I assume it's fairly easy to get those 8 back into fighting condition once more, so they're ready for combat. Some of these have been destroyed. There's been video footage of a Ukraine airbase which got hit, and there's a few burning and damaged MiG-29s visible on that footage. So who knows how many are actually, flying now. So I think talk about the Ghost of Kyiv began from tweets by the Ukraine Armed Forces. They tweeted footage showing a MiG-29 in air combat, MiG-29 flying over Kyiv itself during the initial stages of the war. Then came the claims that the pilot has downed 6 aircraft in one day, and the legend was born. So if this is true, this would make the Ghost of Kyiv the first fighter ace of the 21st century, and an ace in a day. The last ace in a day came in the 1965 Indo-Pakistani War, when a bloke called Mohammed Alam, I hope I've pronounced that right, downed 5 aircraft in a single sortie. 4 of his kills came in under a minute, so getting multiple kills on one sortie is possible, because he did it. So the MiG-29 usually carries around, I think it's 6 air-to-air missiles, so it would be difficult for a single MiG-29 to score 6 kills in one sortie. So I'm guessing if this is true, the pilot would probably have had to have flew multiple sorties with quick rearms between each one, which is possible. I mean, it was a long day and a long battle, so it could have been up and down, fighting. So since that video was shared, the Ghost of Kyiv has quickly become a bit of a internet legend. There are images of him, videos, even Ghost of Kyiv merchandise for sale, and has become a bit of a propaganda victory for Ukraine. And since then, his legend has continued to grow. On the 27th, Ukraine's security service claimed he now had 10 kills to his name, which is hugely impressive. So, question is the Ghost of Kyiv real? Many would like to think so, but just as many claim it isn't and it's pure propaganda. My personal view is it just seems too convenient. At the time, Ukraine was on the retreat. I mean, Russia had stormed over the border, things weren't looking good. There was lots of videos and photos of destroyed Ukraine equipment and Ukraine columns which had been hit. The Russians had advanced pretty quickly, caused a lot of losses, were hitting Ukraine bases hard with cruise missiles. It wasn't looking good. So Ukraine needed a morale boost, and pretty bad, pretty urgently. So it just seems a little too convenient to me that when things are looking pretty grim for Ukraine, along comes a fighter pilot to just do just that. Give them a morale boost by shooting out 6 enemy in one day. I mean, it's a cool story, but it just seems a little too convenient for me. Then there's the nickname, the Ghost of Kyiv. which is an awesome name. I mean, it sounds like something out of Ace Combat. I love it. But unfortunately, that too just screams morale boost to me. Tag a scary, cool sounding name onto this legendary fighter and give everyone a bit of a boost. And another argument against the Ghost, I may be wrong here, but I don't think the Ukraine Security Service has updated on him since the 27th. That was about the time when things started to turn against Russia a bit. I mean, is there a need for a legendary or exaggerated morale booster now that Ukraine has a number of impressive confirmed victories to celebrate? I mean, they have big victories in a number of towns, have shot down a number of Russian aircraft, the Russian supply lines are getting smashed. But real or not, it has worked. The Ghost has been a huge morale boost to Ukrainians who at the time desperately needed it, and it's become one of the most iconic things from the war. I just personally don't buy into the legend. I hope I'm wrong, because it's a really cool story and I would love the thought of the Ghost of Kyiv being real. But it could also be a real pilot and the Ukraine military has just exaggerated his kill count. Or I could be entirely wrong and he is real. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments. The Ghost of Kyiv. Is he a myth or reality? Thanks for watching the videos and take care everyone, and those in Ukraine, stay safe.